No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a second down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Now Brown. 35 yards that time on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Browns 7, Raven 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 6. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down, Ravens.
On first down, it's Patterson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Cordero Patterson, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down, here's Chubb again. Breaks, fights through, and now a crease. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Jackson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll run on first down. Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now they try the right side here. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up the third down.
They go play action with Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Tucker now for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game.
Makes the score Browns 21, Ravens 20. Justin Tucker to kick off the ball.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six. And then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw here. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back to throw again. Caught left side. It's Beckham. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9. They give it off here to the tight end. And room there to work it inside the 25. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4 down. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. McLaughlin for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 1st down, it's Patterson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 102 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's Patterson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 2nd down now. It's Patterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. A give running right is Chubb. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Chubb will get the call running left. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Baltimore, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.